Welcome back to the IE427 Garage, everybody. We are going to do a Tech Tip Tuesday. Okay, Tech Tip Tuesday today. We're not going to talk about a tool. We're actually going to talk about you. I read the comments and I read the emails. And from time to time, we get, you get both. You get nice positive emails. Sometimes you get some real negative comments and emails. Other times you kind of get emails or comments that just make you scratch your head. I got one of those this past week. Someone asked the question. This came in via email, so it wasn't a public comment on YouTube or Rumble or Facebook or any one of those. Almost questioning why I preach about getting something done every night, but yet I have Ellie, the Maverick project, just sitting behind the shop. And I can appreciate that. But you have to remember that this car stuff isn't a source of income for me. This is just something I do in my spare time. I have a job. And as many of you know, I've mentioned it before, I'm a contractor. I'm a builder. We do repair work, we do service work, we do remodels, we do new buildings, all kinds of stuff. And so the Factory 5 cars and any other cars that we work on or I work on are all fun. They're projects that I take on because I enjoy doing. So it's tough when you get a question like that. How do you answer something like that? Well, if I had the time, then I would be working on my own projects. Here's the thing, and I've said this to many of my other car friends, the buddies that I have that enjoy the hobby just as much as I do. When I work on my own stuff, it costs me more money because I have to buy the parts. And then I have to sacrifice my time. And so it's time that I'm not spending working on other projects that could potentially be making me money. And so it's a struggle. I would love to be, honestly, I'd love to be working on the workbench. For the dually, I've got an intercooler kit that I've cobbled together from 1999 Ford Power Stroke parts that were available from the 99 model and up. So I've got an intercooler, I've got the piping and everything to do that, all sitting upstairs. I just don't have the time to do it. And then there's work that could be done on Slytherin. I could be working on refining the tune that's in the computer for Slytherin, because I still have one flat spot in my tune where the motor goes lean, and so I choose to just keep the engine below about 4,700 RPM, and everything's cool, right? And then you guys have seen, poor Ellie sitting behind the shop, all sad because I don't have any time to work on it. And again, there I have an engine on the engine stand sitting right there. I have the coilovers upstairs to finish off the front suspension, along with the spindles, the control arms. I have a couple of sets of wheels that I could, put on Ellie if I needed to move it around. But I'm still in the process of figuring out what I'm going to do for the rear end on that thing, with the rear suspension. I haven't decided whether I'm going to stick with a 3-link with a Watts link, which was my first kind of leanings. That's what I wanted to go for. Or whether I want to do like a triangulated 4-link or some type of ladder bar setup, because as I'm looking farther down the line, it looks like I want to take that car and use it for, not only autocrossing, but maybe some drag and drive events. And so I want a car that has a little bit more adjustability than just road racing. So as much as I'd love to be working on all those projects, I just don't have the time when I've got 2 customer cars in here. I've got the Texas car that's been in here that hasn't had hardly any work done to it. And then I've got the 25th anniversary car, which we are dangerously close to getting all finished up. So it's a struggle, finding the balance between doing the stuff for yourself on your own vehicle and, working on projects that you're doing for other people. And I get that. The point that I try to make in the badgering that I do to some of you that are out there watching the videos, and it's great, I appreciate the views, I honestly do, but is to watch fewer videos, and that sounds counterintuitive, but just go out and work on your project. Even if you only go out there, and I've said this a million times, if you're only going out to the shop or the garage to just clean something up or clean some stuff off of your project so you can actually see it, that's what you need to do. You're not going to move forward on your project if you don't start working on it. And it's amazing what 15 minutes of work a night or a half an hour of work each day will, bank you come the end of the week if you do it every day. And there are some times that you just can't work on the car. You might have a job where you do physical labor and you're just beat when you come home and there's just no way you're going to drag yourself out to the shop. And hey, I get that. But like I said, those are the days that you go out to the shop and you just put your tools away. You left all your tools out from the previous night's work. Go out, put your tools away. And then make a list of the things you want to do the next day when you want to come out and work on the project. Baby steps are what you're going to want to do. And then I have found that once you get some of the more substantial things done, like you may work 5 nights on one little project, but that 5th or maybe even that 4th night that you're out there and you complete that part of the task, that gratification of getting that part complete is going to give you the motivation to do the next part. I'm not a motivational speaker. I don't pretend to be. I've never even stayed at a Holiday Inn Express. But you're not going to get your project done if you don't pick up the tools and actually start on it. And so that's the tech tip that I want to give all of you out there that have projects that are kind of dragging on and kind of languishing. I just watched my buddy Eric. He's building a SEMA car for Factory 5. It's a SEMA truck. It's their new extended cab 35 Ford pickup. He's been at it for 40 days and he's nearly got the car complete. So that'll tell you how quickly you can probably put one of these cars together and show a substantial amount of progress. And now Eric has built a number of Factory 5 cars. And this might be your first, or this might be the first time you tackle a whatever car project. But you're not going to get it done if you don't start it. So get out to the shop, pick up your tools, and start working on something. One of my friends famously said, just do it, even if you do it wrong, because at least you did something. And if you learn in the process of doing it wrong how to turn around and do it right, you're still that much farther ahead. So that's all I got for you guys today. I got this email, and I think it was very genuine. I think it was just an honest question, but I wanted to address it because these are the types of things that a lot of times will cause people to have some trepidations. It's like, well, you say this, we should do this, but we see you do that. Say what I say, do what I say and not what I do. Well, just know I'm doing it. You guys just aren't seeing it because I just don't have the time to dedicate to some of the other projects that we have here in the shop, because the ones in here that are for other people just rank higher on the list. And that's just the way it is. So as always, Appreciate every view. If you guys are enjoying the content here, please do the like, the share, the subscribe. If you want to see Eric's video or his video streams, his name is Eric Trevis, and I'll see if maybe I can put a link in this video. But you know, one of the other things I thought about is, you know, someone asked me recently, what channels do I watch? So maybe I'll include that in the next video, because I think the diversity that I have in the things that I watch on YouTube and Rumble and, you know, a lot of other platforms would surprise a lot of people. Kind of like my music selections. They're very varied. So we'll see you guys all next time. Have a great day.